What's up, guys? All right, welcome. We got a mini to close. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see, get myself all set up. I think I got everything. All right, we got a handful of new folks in here, so welcome, guys. Thanks for hopping in. If you guys have any questions, feel free. It's a lot easier for me to answer those questions while we're live. So just comment there in the chat. I'll try to answer it if I can. Keep in mind that these videos stay up, so if you're watching, I'm not responding. Check to see if we're actually live. See if you can fast forward. That's a good test. If you're live, you won't be able to. All right. So before we jump into the mini, real quick. So for the live fills for tonight, something I like to do during all of my breaks. A lot of times people at the end of the breaks would ask like, hey, can we get anything else going? Does anybody else want to break anything? Can we split a box? We found it's a lot easier to fill that kind of stuff if we start early. So I always offer these up at the beginning. We fill them as we go. This has nothing to do with the 9-boxer, okay? Just because you're in the 9-boxer doesn't mean you have to get into this. Just because you missed the 9-boxer doesn't mean you can't get in these. But I got two different options for live fills, kind of a high end and a little bit lower end. So I got on the right side of your screen this list over here, Topps Chrome Hobby. Topps Chrome Hobby, it's currently retailing for between $210 and $250. I kind of stuck it in the middle there at $230 and just said $23 a spot, 10 spots. So each spot is going to get 3 randomly assigned teams, and each spot is $23. So I collect $230, and you guys get 3 teams on a single box break. On the left side, these are at $750 on blowout right now. So again, took the same $750 and just divided by 10, $75 a spot. Each spot, again, good for 3 randomly assigned teams. That's 2025 Topps Tribute, 3 autos, 3 relics, big high end box. So I got a high end and a lower end live fill if anybody's interested. The big thing on those guys is you do not need to send payment unless we actually close. So if you want to grab a spot on that, I'll put your name on the list. Just comment in the chat, 7 on Tribute, 4 on Chrome, 7 on left side, 4 on right, and just something so I can differentiate which list you want on. But I'll put your name on the list. If we can close them, great. Then you can send payments. I'll verify them after the stream, after the break, and we'll cut them after the 9-boxer. But if a few people grab spots and we're just not able to close it, then we'll get to the end of the break. We'll end the video. No harm, no foul. We tried. Okay. So I'm not going to make you guys sit there and wait on those breaks to fill all night. If they go, they go. Great. If they don't, like I said, no harm, no foul. All right. For the mini, I'm going to pull this on screen. I've got 12-spot mini here. So I've got Kurt McHenry in spot number 1. I've got Tony Bems in 2. Lee Suniga's in spot 3. Sean Gus in spot 4. Lee Suniga's in spot 5. Tony Bem is in spot number 6. Brandon Ruiz in spot number 7. Sean Gus in spot number 8. James Valestra in spot number 9 and 10. Brandon Ruiz in spot number 11. Daniel Martinez is in spot number 12. So that's my 1 through 12 list. This is the mini to close the 9-box baseball PYT for today, November 25th. As always, we run it 5 times. We don't bother with the dice roll. Everything's live. We just do 5 spins on that randomizer. Once the list has been randomized 5 times, that 5th and final random, that's the one that we're going to stick with. Whoever ends up in the top spot after that 5th randomization ends up with the Tigers in the main break. Whoever ends up in spot 2 is going to get the Diamondbacks and the Guardians. Whoever ends up in spot 3 takes the Giants in the main break. Spot 4 gets the Marlins and the Rockies. Spot 5 gets the Rays, and spot 6 takes the Twins in the main break. If you end up in 7 through 12, that bottom half, instead of walking out empty-handed, which is typically what would happen if you don't win on a mini, we want to make sure that our minis, everybody gets something, even if it is just a hobby pack. So I do have to price them into the mini, so I try to make them less expensive boxes. But I've got a 2024 Donruss hobby box. We just kind of work through these a few packs at a time. I think I just cracked this on the last one. I don't think we've hit any hits out of this one, if I'm not mistaken, but I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I got 20 packs left. So for each spot that ends up in 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, that bottom half, I've got a Donruss hobby pack for each of those spots. If you would rather take $5 off of one of those live fill spots, so if you'd rather get one of those spots in the live fill, like Tribute would be 70 instead of 75 for that first spot. Or Topps Chrome would be 18 instead of 23. I'm happy to give you the $5 value towards the live fill instead if you prefer. However, if that's what you want, I need you to tell me before I cut the pack. I need you to tell me right away. If you're not watching live, that option is not available. So I can't come back to these packs later. It's just too much follow-up. So if you're here live, you can let me know. If you'd rather have a $5 off of one of the live fill spots, just tell me your spot number, and I'll go ahead and put you down. A lot of you guys have 2 spots in this one, something I always do, and I'm probably going to have to do it here with as many people that have 2 spots. Chances are somebody's going to end up with 2 spots downstairs, 2 spots that, they go 0 for 2. If you get 2 spots and you go 0 for 2, I'll throw in an extra 5. So instead of you doing 5 and 5 to get $10 off the live fill spot, I'll throw an extra 5, make it 15 off of a live fill if that's your preference. But again, you got to tell me here live. All right, if I don't hear from him, I'm going to cut your pack. All right, stalled long enough. Let's go. Good luck, guys. 5 spins. Here we go. There's spin number 1, 2, 3, 4, and last spin. There's 5. I got Lee in spot number 1, taking the Tigers in this one. James Liestra in spot number 2 takes the Diamondbacks and the Guardians. Tony Bem in spot number 3 gets the Giants in this one. Kurt McHenry, spot number 4, taking the Marlins and the Rockies. Sean Gus doubled up in 5 and 6, taking the Rays and the Twins. So for bottom half, let's see. I see Brandon. I'm sorry, man. I see I got you. I see I went over 2 for you. Brandon Ruiz, I got you with 2 downstairs. Tony Bem with 1 downstairs. Lee Saniga with 1 downstairs. Daniel Martinez with 1. I think James Liestra with 1 as well. So Tony, Lee, James, Daniel, I got 1 pack for each of you guys, or $5 off of a live fill. Brandon, I'm sorry, man. I got 2 packs for you, or like I said, if you want 15 off of a live fill, I can do that as well. Just, you got to let me know now. If I don't hear from him, I'll go ahead and cut him. Tony taking spot 2 on Chrome. You got it, bud. I'm assuming that's with the 5 off, right? Tony taking spot 2. I'll put a little asterisk here so I know that if it doesn't end up closing, I'll cut your pack after the main break. See, Daniel, same deal. I'm going to assume that 1 on the right side is with the 5 off. So just let me know if I'm misinterpreting. Like I said, y'all don't need to send payments on this one yet. 15 off alive. All right, Brandon, sounds good. Let me know. Give me a spot number. Give me a spot number on the list, and let me know which side you like. If you want 15 off of a tribute spot, what spot number? 15 off the Topps Chrome Hobby spot, what spot number? Kayla's going to go 6 on the right. You got it, Kayla? Well, how it's physically possible, but I think you got me sick through the internet. That cough was loud, huh? Dude, I'm finally starting to get over it, man. I'm not there yet. Like I'll still dry out and start coughing. So Brandon, I've got it's right over here. This right here, it's this 10 spot list that you see on the left side of the screen. So 1 through 10. Each spot is going to be $75, and each spot is going to get you 3 random teams in that break, assuming we close it. And so you would get 1 for 70 instead of 75. So just let me know what number you want on the list. Yeah, Matthew, first day I had it, I was rough. The first few days I had it, it was rough. No fever, no stomach issues, just tired, and not a sore throat at all. Never got sore, never hurt. It's just like itchy, scratchy, coughing, like I couldn't stop coughing. Matthew's going to grab 3 on tribute. Brandon's going to grab 7 on tribute. There we go. All right, we're getting them moved. Okay, so 3 and then 7 for Brandon. Brandon, I'm going to put a double asterisk here so I know I got 2 packs for you if we end up not able to close that. Okay. All right, I think I'm caught up on those. So I've got Brandon's 2, Tony and Daniel, and I think that just leaves Lee and James Liestra. Yep, so Lee, James, if either of you guys would like $5 off of a live fill pack, I need you to tell me now. Or if you want to choose the pack number, tell me now, between 1 and 20. And if I don't hear from you here in the next few seconds, I'm just going to grab you random packs. Yeah, and that was Lee and James. I think both of you guys had 2 spots, and you guys actually finished in 1 and 2. So y'all did well with your other 2 spots. All right, still not hearing anything. So here we're just gonna who's the first? Lee's first on the list. So I'll grab Lee first. All right, Lee. Just gonna grab you a random bud. Here we go. Yeah, Brandon. I tell you what, Brandon. If you want, yeah, that's fine. Remind me when we do that. If you're on the stream, remind me because I might forget. But yeah, I got you, bud. We can do that. Craig Biggio, Jordan Lawler, Catfish Hunter. Again, this is Lee's pack. John Smoltz, Evan Carter. That's a green to 199. 87 out of 199. Green. Tony Oliva, Don Russ, Optic Hollow. A couple rated prospects. Tyson Neighbors, James Triantos. So you got the 1 numbered. There's Evan Carter. I'll go ahead and sleeve up that hollow as well. Appreciate you guys sticking through this one. This one took a little longer to close. It's getting towards the holidays. I mean, I've seen this happen year after year. Things slow down a little bit. They get kind of spotty. And then what'll happen is about the week of Christmas, it will start getting like packed. People get finished dealing with other people's gifts, and they start focusing on themselves again. And we'll probably end up doing like double rounds a lot of days. There you go. James, here we go. Good luck, bud. Last year, I think we did 2 rounds a day, probably 3 to 4 days a week for at least 3 weeks, maybe a month. It was nuts. Jack Leiter, Adam Wainwright, Andrew Walters, rated rookie. Tim Hudson, got color coming up. Hold on, let's back into that one. Christian Campbell, rated prospect of Vance Honeycutt. And it is to 99. Christian Campbell, Unleashed. I like these cards. Unleashed, 41 out of 99. You go, James. All right, so we had 2 packs. The other 4 downstairs took discounts on the live fill, so we got a nice head start on that one. Anytime we can start the main break with a bunch of spots already down on the live fills really helps us get towards closing those. So much, much better chance now that we can close both of those rounds. So one more time, in case you missed it earlier, here were the results. So Lee, you ended up in the top spot taking the Tigers in this one. Diamondbacks and Guardians went to James Liestra in the 2. Giants in number 3 going to Tony Bem. Kurt McHenry finished in 4th, taking the Marlins and the Rockies. Sean Gus took 5 and 6, Rays and Twins. Got greedy, doubled up. There you go, Sean. All right, so I'm going to go update the list here real quick. I always do a separate video for the mini and for the main. That way the people who aren't in the mini don't have to wait through it. Or risk coming back to it and then missing part of it. So I'm going to end this video. All I have to do, we're all paid up in the main. Payments are all in. They're all confirmed. So all I've got to do is just update the list on the Facebook post, update the list on my back end, and then just set up a new stream and we're ready to go. So it should just be enough time to go grab yourself a snack. I will see you guys here shortly. Again, same exact process that we did for the mini. The way I comment on there, setting up and tagging. It's like a 5 to 10 minute warning. Then I'll go live. I'll drop the link in the post just like I did here. And I will also tag everyone who's in the main break, as well as anyone who's in the live fill spots. Like Matthew Schatzer, I'll add you to that tag list as well. If I was able to get you a team from the mini, good luck in the main. If I wasn't able to get you a team, hopefully we'll get you guys on the next one. All right, take care, guys. I will see y'all here soon.